So it's interesting you mentioned black caiman and anacondas are both apex predators. So it seems like the reason they can exist in similar environments is because they feed on slightly different things. How is it possible for them to coexist? I read that anacondas can eat caiman but not black caiman. How often do they come in conflict?
So anacondas and caiman occupy the exact same niche. And they're born at almost the exact same size. And unlike most species, they don't have sort of a size range that they're confined to. They start at this big. Baby caiman are this big. Baby anacondas are a little longer, but they're thinner and they don't have legs. So it's the same thing in terms of mass. And they're all in the streams or at the edges of lakes or swamps. And so the baby anacondas eat the baby caiman. Baby caiman can't really take down an anaconda. They're going for little insects and fish. They have quite a small mouth. So it's in their interest to hide from everything. A bird, a heron can eat a baby caiman, pop it back. And so they have to survive. But the anaconda and the caiman kind of joust as they grow.
Can you actually explain how the anaconda would take down a caiman? Like, would it first use constriction and then eat it? Or what's the methodology?
Yeah, so anacondas have a kind of a 3-point constriction system where their first thing is anchor. So like jiu-jitsu. So the first thing is latch on to you.
I like how I'm writing this down. Like, all
Yes.
right, this is jiu-jitsu, like a masterclass here.
This is for when you're wrestling an anaconda, just in case.
And you'll be like the coach on the sideline screaming,
You got him, Lex. Don't let him take the back.
Yeah.
All right. So one time me and JJ were following a herd of collared peccary, and JJ's teaching me tracking. So we're following the hoof prints through the mud, and we're doing this, and I'm talking about no backpacks, just machetes, bare feet, running through the jungle. And we come to this stream, and JJ's like, I think we missed him. I think they went. And I'm like, no, they went here. Look. And not because I'm a great tracker, because I can see, a few dozen footprints, hundreds of individual footprints right there. And I'm going, no, they just crossed here. And JJ was like, you know what? We're not going to get eyes on him today. He was like, it's okay. He's like, we did good. We followed him for a long time. And I was like, cool. And then I was trying to gauge, like, can I drink this stream? And I see a culpa. And a culpa is a salt deposit where animals come to feed, because sodium is a deficiency that most herbivores have here. And all of a sudden I just hear like the sound of a wet stick snapping, just that bone crunch. And I look down, and there's about a 16-foot anaconda wrapped around a freshly killed peccary, wild boar. And what this anaconda had done was, as all the pigs were going across the stream, the anaconda had grabbed it by the jaw, swiped the legs, wrapped around it, bent it in half, and then crushed its ribs. And that's what the anaconda do, whether it's to mammals, to caiman, it's all the same thing. It's grab on. They have 6 rows of backwards facing teeth. So once they hit you, they're never going to come off. You actually have to go deeper in and then open before you can come out. All those backward facing teeth. So they have an incredible anchor system, and then they use their weight to pull you down to hell, to pull you down into that water, wrap around you, and then start breaking you. And every breath you take, you go, and you're up against a barrier. And then when you exhale, they go a little tighter, and you're never going to get that space back. Your lungs are never going to expand again. And I know this because I've been in that crush before JJ pulled me out of it. And so this pig, the anaconda had gotten it, and as the pig was thrashing and the anaconda was wrapping around, it had bent it in half. And I just heard those vertebrae going.
Yeah.
And so for a caiman, it's the same thing. They just grab and they wrap around it, and then they have to crush it until there's no response. They'll wait an hour. They'll wait a long time until there's no response from the animal. They'll overpower it. Then they'll reposition, probably yawn a little bit, open their jaw, and then start forcing that entire. Now, here's the crazy thing, is that an anaconda has stomach acid capable of digesting an entire crocodile where nothing comes out the other side. And when you see how thick the bony plate of a crocodile's skull is, that can go in the mouth and nothing comes out the other side. That's insane. And so it always made me wonder on a chemistry level how you can have such incredible acid in the stomach that doesn't harm the anaconda itself. And someone said that
But it's able to
mucus,
digest. Oh, it's some kind of mucus. Oh,
like
the
the
mucus.
mucus.
There's interesting. There's levels of protection from the anaconda itself, but it seems like the anaconda is such a simple system as an organism.
I know,
But like that simplicity taken at scale, it could just can swallow a caiman and digest it slowly.
I know, but my question was how on earth is it physically possible to have this hellish bile that can digest anything, even something as horrendous as a caiman, scales and bones and all the hardest shit in nature, and then not hurt the snake itself? And I had a chemist explain to me that it's probably some sort of mucus system that lines the stomach and neutralizes the acid and keeps it floating in there. But my God, that must be powerful stuff.